said, by the power of Grayskull.
Hello, this is just another video. This one's a review of Justcause 3 for the Ps4. And this footage you're seeing here is it's the very beginning. You watch a cutscene and then this is what happens. I don't know, like first impressions, when I seen other people playing on it, I thought, oh, it looks a bit like shit. Like the control and like the driving looks horrendous, and just, you know, I thought it looked a bit arcadey, and I'm not wrong. I mean, it really is arcade. Like, I don't know, I suppose it's like an arcadey kind of game where it gives you lots to do, but the buttons are very, like, quite simple, and the shooting is very simple, the vehicle control is very simple, which is good because it makes it very playable. You know, so I don't know, it's just, I thought it would be a bad thing, but I've grew to actually like it. I think it's quite good now, like the way it handles, I'm quite used to it. So anyway, just looking at this now, the graphics are quite good. One thing I didn't like is that you haven't got like a target, so you can't lock onto your enemies. Everything's all just shoot from the hip. So you've got to aim. So basically what I do is just get the reticle about head height, and then you just strafe with your left stick, left and right, and you can just like make a line and just shoot all the people in the head, like everyone's heads. You know what I mean? You don't touch your right stick, and just because that's the easiest way. And it becomes a bit frustrating when you're actually under fire, you're under pressure, you're surrounded by people, you're getting shot to fuck, and you can't lock on people, so it gets a bit panicky. But I suppose it's more realistic like that. I mean, you can't lock on in real life, can you? So you've just got to aim the gun and hope you're shooting in the right way. And the footage here, I mean, I've never used it. I'm just still trying to get used to the grappling hook and that now, but I'm used to it now. I've only had the game a few hours. You know, so I went and got it today, and I've literally only played it for maybe 2 or 3 hours. So this is, like I said, this is the very beginning, so I'm doing shit here, but I did get used to it. But there, can you see the shooting? There's no real aim. You've got to wait for those little like a cross, that white cross on your reticle. When that turns red, that means you've got a target. And the square around it is because you can tether. You can use L1. You can either hold it in and you can tether things together, or you can tap it. They're beacons. Do you see that beacon I've just collected there? That means you can like call in vehicles or guns and stuff, and it'll just get dropped off. Like an ammo drop on Grand Theft, it just gets dropped off. Oh, see this code. I was thinking, what the hell's that? I could see the graphics. So I just blew his brains out. But oh, that reminds us, the loading screens take the piss. Sometimes the range for about 2 minutes to about like 4 minutes or 6 minutes. Honestly, they really do. Some of them take forever. But this is what I mean with the control. The right stick is your camera, basically, and you've got your left stick does all your flying. L2 and R2 is to go up and down your height, but once you've picked your height, then the helicopter will just stay at that height. It's not like Grand Theft where it loses power and you've got to constantly use the throttle to keep it. Once you've got your height, you can just use your left stick and just strafe left and right. This is a challenge that I'm doing at the moment. They're scattered all over. I mean, like I say, I've only been playing a couple hours, but there's loads of challenges. There's like wingsuit challenges, they're great. There's these helicopter ones. There's ones where you blow buildings up, or where you've got to do like a kamikaze run on like a vehicle, and then you bail off at the last second and send it flying to the target, and it blows up and shit like that. So there's loads of mini games actually on the map. So that is one good thing about it. But like, I had already done this electricity camp. I had already done it, so I knew where the turbines were. So I just went around killing everything. This is about my 3rd attempt, I think. or my second attempt, because once you have a go you know what to do, and you see the score in the cogs in the top right hand corner. The more things you blow up in succession, it's like you chain it together like a hit combo. The more things you blow up, the more points you get. And at the top of the screen you can see I've got 10 seconds left, because you get like I think a minute 30 or something to get the high score. And I maxed it out. I got exactly everything there. 36,000. There was nothing left to shoot, and I still had like 2 or 3 seconds to go. But look, see how it's on zero, the clock. Look at this amount of time. So it does give you loads of time even though it's on zero. Look, I'm getting an extra 5-10 seconds to like collect points. So that's one good thing about it. Like, and this is straight after that challenge. I went back to the map, and the vehicle's here again for us. You know what I mean? That's a good thing. That's something that's not on Grand Theft. You know, as soon as you finish the challenge, the mission vehicle's there for you to fuck about in. On this bit, I was thinking, oh, what's that? See, she's out of gas. Don't know if you can hear her or not, but she's telling us that can I tow her car back to the petrol station, and if you look, it's just at the bottom of the bank there. It's just on the corner. You've got to tether it. So I was thinking, right, that car's probably not going to be good enough, so I think I'll use that big 4x4 truck thing, because that's probably got enough power, right? So I fucking hide the block out. This is a nightmare, because I was thinking, oh, this is just going to take a couple of seconds, but watch the fuck on I had on with this one. So you obviously position yourself, and like I said before, the buttons, it's not particularly tricky, but just a lot of the buttons have dual functions, so you can either tap and it'll do something, or you can tap and hold and it'll do something else. So you tether, you hold it in, and then you look for your new target and you leave go of L1 and it tethers them together. You can press L2 and draw them together, like wind it in, and you can press circle, which disconnects them. So I thought, I'll drag this car to the garage. Should have been an easy thing, but look, there's no one steering that car. So I was thinking, seeing it was pulling my car, and the weight of the car is very like realistic, and it's also, I found like the steering, when you're trying to steer, especially on a motorbike, it's so sensitive, it's ridiculous. So if you turn down your camera sensitivity, that seems to help, but it also makes the bikes very sluggish. So you're trying to turn to the right, and like, I don't know, the control is very delayed. I think it's just because of the weight of the vehicle. It makes it more realistic. So anyway, I put the sensitivity back up because I couldn't handle it. But look at this, the car's fucking turned over now. I'm pressing L2 and that's bringing the cars closer together because you can wind it in. Look, it's just doing a burnout. I couldn't pull it out, so I thought, how am I going to do this? What I'll do is I'll tether it. See, it's just, see how they're pulling each other closer together? It's because you have to press L2 when you're winding it in, and then you press circle to release them. So I thought, I'll tether the car to that, and then I thought, right, I'm just going to drag it out. But that car, look, it wouldn't get it up the hill. So I was thinking, oh, anyway, so I've got 3 cars there now, so that's us bringing them all together, and I've just disconnected all the tethers, so they're not connected together anymore. So I've just connected there to the side. See, it's a bit tricky because you've got to keep the button held in. There, look, and I thought, I'll do it as it's driving so the graphics can pull it out. You know, if the NPC's driving, it might actually pull it out, but it doesn't, so it stops it. So I thought, right, I'll use this car because he's going quite fast. Look at him. So I turned around. They're tethered to that, and then you can tether them. I'm just trying to make them get out the way so I could see, because I had 2. I had that, my car connected to that green car, and then I had the green car connected to that beige coloured car going past. I've just connected, see my car, I couldn't get it out of the fucking thing. I couldn't get it out of that ditch. So I thought, I need to turn the car over first so it's on its wheels. I think I'll do that in a second. I'll still try. I think I'll try again with the tethering, trying to pull it out. See, just tether on the back of that, and you're holding in L1, then you look, and then you leave go of L1, and that tethers them together. L2 brings them, winds them in. I'll see now, I've tethered it actually onto the front wheel. See, I'm L2 in it now. Hold L2 and it winds them in together, and you press circle to thingy. So I left go of L2, letting the computer drive away a bit. She got stuck, so I pressed L2, and then she gets stuck again. So I was like, oh fuck this. So I just pressed circle, and I just disconnected. But this is the faff on, and this is the gives you a little glimpse of how glitchy it is, and how, you know, like, not unfinished, but just how the kind of problems you'll come across. You know, trying to do certain things, the graphics just keep like glitching and fucking up. Um, Look at the mess, man. All I had to do was drag it to the garage. And I was thinking, right, I'll put it right on the edge, the far edge, and then I'll put it to the ground, and then that might flip it over. And then I wound it in, and it just brought it closer. So I thought, right, flip it on the closest side to the wall, and then that might flip it over. But I wound it in, and it takes the car up the side of the fucking building. And then when I untethered it with circle, it fall. Oh, there. See, because I thought I need to turn it over, so there. And then when I untethered it, luckily, there, I pressed circle, and it fell. And I was like, oh, thank fuck for that. So tether it, try and drag it out. It comes out, no bother here, because it's on its wheels. You know, before I couldn't. So I think I wait for that truck to go past, and then I tether it onto the back of there. But, you know, something as simple as, oh, can you take us to the gas station? Should just take you 2 minutes, but look at this fuck on I'm having trying to get that car. So I managed to get the car out, but look, it still wasn't strong enough. So I pressed L2 and I just whammed them both in, and then I finally got it up the hill. So you detach it. I thought I'll use that purple car because it's just there. But the car's got a mind of its own. It's free roaming. You start pulling it in a direction, and it'll just keep travelling in that direction. It'll not, like, the friction will not bring it to a stop. It's just free rolling. So it gets a bit awkward when you're trying to navigate because there's nobody steering it. So look, I'm going really slow here, and I thought I'd bring them in closer. So, you know, I want a shorter line because it'll be easier. But look, it's just rolling forwards. There's nothing I can do. And then, look at that. So I pressed L2 to try and drag them out. There, it's there. I thought I'll turn around and I'll get back the facing the other way. See, I was trying to hold L2 and I was holding the handbrake on because I thought it's pulling. I'm pressing L2 and it's just his car's not moving and it's pulling mine because his is heavier. So I thought, right, I'm going to try and turn it around here. You know what I mean? What a fuck on I had trying to do this. Look, it's rolling backwards now. It gets stuck. I thought, fuck it, just horse it. There, look. And it blew the car up. What the fuck? It was just so annoying. So, I don't know, if you like the game and you want to go out and buy it, then I would, because it is so much fun. Honestly, it's just so much fun. It is good laugh, like, and this is one of those missions I was telling you about before where you have to like do a kamikaze and bail off at the last second, but this is like my third or fourth attempt. I knew which way to go by now, so I'd actually done it here. I completed it on full marks. But it's one of those games where you can hours and hours and hours of fun. Like, so if you like these kind of open sandbox games, and it's like Grand Theft on steroids, so I would go out and buy it if I was you. So that's it. See you there.
You are a smelly pirate hooker.